I'm here with Corbin, Bernsen. You know, in the last segment, you started to go off a little bit on the government. Passport offices being closed. Are you angry about this? Are you irate?
I am. I think it's... I'm really getting... You know, I wake up in the morning and I get upset. Sometimes I can't read the newspaper. I mean, the violence, you know, some drive-by shootings, kids getting killed. All that stuff really gets me going. But really lately, more than that, in a strange way, is this... The state of the country, man. It really not upsets me. It pisses me off. It pisses me off that, you know, we put a guy in there as president. We say this is the way we get to speak. We put a president in there. The Republicans can't, you know, come around to... I say we put the guy in there. Let him have a chance of doing what he wants to do for 4 years. You know, let's do that. But then again, it's also our problem because we then... 2 years later, start giving governorships and Senate seats, and you know how we start putting in Republicans.
Right.
I mean, I think we got to start to really, you know, this daytime.
You know, it actually sounds like you're running for something right now.
I would. I'll tell you something.
It sounds like would you consider Corbin Bernsen running for public office for president?
There are times that I really absolutely consider it. There's absolutely times that I want to get in. I'm not wise with economics. I might not be wise with foreign policy and whatever, but I'll tell you one thing I have that none of these idiots have is common sense.
All right, well, I'm sorry, Corbin, but I just foresee a problem when they start looking into your past.
Let me tell you, the first... I'll tell you,
because, you know, they have a tendency to do that when you're running for public office.
You know, here, this
you've got some skeletons in your closet.
I have a lot of skeletons. You know,
at least Clinton wasn't nude for a large chunk of his life.
Well, yeah, except for 4 or 5 different incidences we heard about. Yeah, you know, the first thing I would do,
consecutive nudity that gets you in trouble.
The first thing that I would do is I would stand up there and say, okay, I've done this drug, I've been with these women, I've done this, I've done that, and it's all clear. Now let's talk about politics. Let's talk politics. Let's talk about...
that speech would go on for a while.
It might go on for 2 days. You're going to come November, I'm telling you, you're going to spend 6 months of listening to, now, this guy did this is in his... I don't care about that.
You're going to get up there and you're going to tell them everything you've done.
Everything that I have done and say, now do you want to talk about the issue? I want to talk about the issue.
If there's anyone left, then
I don't care. I really get... See, you're getting me angry, man. It's getting me angry.
All right, well, let's talk about your past.
It gets me really angry.
It gets you angry because you feel like if you get it all out in the open...
It gets me angry because we have the best country in the world with the most freedoms, and it's completely screwed up right now.
Yeah.
And it really, really needs to be addressed.
All right.
I wish, you know, afternoon talk shows, right?
Afternoon talk, you're mad about
all these afternoon talk shows?
Yeah.
I say those people, that's fair what they do, but why don't we start talking about real issues? You know, not, you know, my mother was a lesbian vampire or something. I mean...
Those are real issues, Corbin.
Yeah, for people who spend 3 months in the jungle naked.
That's what I'm concerned about.
I think it's time. I say this straight to the country out there. As these elections come up...
The country isn't out there, they're there.
Oh, they're there.
Yeah. That's the country camera. That's actually Russia. That's the Russia camera.
I thought you were going to say
the country camera, that's the city camera.
I just really beg everybody to really sit and get involved with the issues and get past the moral, immoral conduct of the people, because, you know something, all the things I've done in my life, I've done drugs, been with women, I've cheated on my first wife. The fact is now I have 3 beautiful kids.
Let's talk about that. And then we'll talk about real issues. No, okay.
And I now have 3 beautiful kids. I'm as healthy as I've ever been. And you can get past all that stuff. And, you know, and I just think it's not what we should focus on. We shouldn't focus on. We spend too much time in daytime television focusing on it, presidential elections. We don't ever get around to the issues.
But don't you think if Oprah, those people said, today we're talking about the minutia of the budget situation, should get creamed in the ratings?
Maybe.
Because someone else would have the lesbian vampire and everyone would watch that.
Right. Then we're going to just go to hell.
Yeah.
This country will go to hell.
Exactly.
It will. I mean, it's going to reach a real low. That's a fear I have.
All right.
It's going to reach a real low.
All right.
Now I'm really excited.
Now I'm really depressed. You think it's that bad? Come on, let's end the segment on a chipper note.
Okay.
Let's talk about all those women. At least that's a happy thing to talk about. Let the politicians figure...
naked women in Hawaii.
Yeah, there you go.
I think you should try this one time.
Try the nudity thing?
Try the nudity thing.
Okay.
I think you should probably do an entire show naked.
All right. Andy, are you up for this?
Well, I mean, you had 70s nudity. 90s nudity is a totally different thing.
Yeah.
90s nudity gets ugly.
Yeah, but there's one other problem. You got a desk to hide behind. You're sitting
Yeah,
out
exactly. Easy for him to say.
Right. You're just saying like, well, next time.
Man, our ratings will go that way or that way. And I don't care. All right, well, listen, the show is called The Extraordinary.
Yep.
Syndicated show. Look for it. Corbin, thanks very much for coming.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Stan Lee and Alicia Witt are coming up. We'll be right back. Stick around.